This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. Another season of EA Sports college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Hornets and the NC State Wolfpack. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking, the red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Hornets offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time...
Snags it and he's open. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. The give. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
To throw, it's Wilkins. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Turns it upfield. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. And the Hornets decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. And we take a look at a guy who didn't burn up the recruiting rankings, but man, is he being productive. Wasn't highly touted in high school, but man, did he get the attention of the coaches in camp and won the starting job. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got him downfield. Flying down the right side. Past the 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Getting set for the extra point now, putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on it and more attention to it.
The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Hornets will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Finds a tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quick give. It's Hodges. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man in the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Drops back on 1st down. Hauls it in. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He'll set up to throw. Under pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. The snap sets up to throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Out wide left, it's Watt. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. The Hornets in a good spot here with second and short. The handoff. Turning it on. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Line getting set on second down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Working that left side now. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Hornets, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Hornets want to pick up the tempo. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hornets. Extra point here will tie the game. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Turns it upfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Rush is on, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard.
It's a running room. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Out wide right, it's Hodges. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd and goal coming up. From the gun, it's Hodges. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense accepts. The passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Motion from the back. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, NC State. Puts 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Makes a move. Finally pushed out of bounds at the 45, and what good field position after that return. The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass, it's Wilkins. Look out! And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Hornets will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the BYU Cougars.
And the Hornets will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, checking in with the NC State head coach at the half, he told me that this running back has done okay in the first half, but not great. They say he's continuing to make some young mistakes, which is understandable. First start of his career, but they have got to do a better job in the second half if they expect to continue to win this game. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. NC State a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Finds a tight end down the gut. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They're working that left side. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. New set of downs after the completion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. On the run, it's Hodges. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Rush right in his face. Finds his target. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Wilkins. Firing to the right, complete. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Snaps it in the shotgun. Throws quickly to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Wants to throw on first. Finds his man. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's got the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Hornets getting set on 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Still looking to his right. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, but then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me with my speed.
Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's 3rd and goal. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Hornets! The sure hand's in the end zone, and he has 6. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. First play of this drive. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Drops back on first down. Gets open down the middle. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Straight ahead, it's Hodges. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Tells the run, wants to pass. Moves to his right. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Back has it. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. The Hornets look to keep this drive humming. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Hornets come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Hand it to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Right side, it's Watt. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. And as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. This is a designed run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Calls his own number. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now. So take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Going for 6. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. On the run, it's Hodges. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things What better way to spend a Saturday afternoon than this game that we have in store for you right here? Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one? It's the Appalachian State Mountaineers and the Hornets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, the Mountaineers head coach told me pregame, this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. So the App State Mountaineers offense will go on the attack first. And when these two guys are in... They were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Second down to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ware. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Makes the grab. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Mountaineers are rolling down the field. Trying to establish the run. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Reels it in. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. So the Hornets offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. This coaching staff, really this entire offense, licking their chops to try to take advantage of this matchup. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Sends it back in motion. Moving the pocket, it's Wilkins. Complete. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Man, it's fun to be a QB when you can get the ball out and your guys can make plays like that. You're in the corner of your own end zone. You don't like where you're at. You need some space. And he says, I got this. Just give me the ball. And he absolutely does. After the catch, creates some space, and now you're out of the shadow of your own end zone.
Give a lot of credit to the defense on this one. They were able to generate a pass rush, force the quarterback to move off of his spot, and that definitely affected his accuracy. That's a big reason why that throw was incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Inside the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. The Hornets will snap it on 1st and 10. To the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rides to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. On play action. Buying a little time to his left. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I know that one is going to really upset the defensive coordinator because on third down you're blitzing. You're hoping to at minimum get a free rusher and at least affect an errant throw by the quarterback, but neither of those things happened. The quarterback was able to get outside the pocket. He was never hit. He throws the completion. Now the defense is facing a fresh...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Hornets. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The analytics nerds will tell you that A 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw on 3rd. Keeping his eyes downfield. Did the work himself. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And, man, I absolutely love that from this quarterback. He is not a blazer. He's not going to outrun any defensive backs on the field. But I love when you take the space that a defense gives you. They want to play a certain coverage. They want to leave up all that space open. Nice job taking off, running early in the football game, setting the tone, showing the defense that you're willing to run.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Some misdirection with the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Looking for the edge. Fights off a defender.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Sets his feet. It's Wilkins. Under pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
From the gun, the ground game.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
The Hornets come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. returns into the pile. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Caught.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Sets his feet. It's Wilkins. Finds. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the 1st down. Brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look, thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Hornets have this offense rolling. on the counter. Turning it on. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, this defense has their hands full with him on this drive. And that DB, I'll tell you, he may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. When you've got speed like this running back has, if he gets in the second level, a lot of people start to hold their breath because it could be a house call. And you know they're going to keep giving him the football here in the drive. Up front, this defense has got to get a lot more physical.
The Hornets with the 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Looking for a man, it's Wilkins. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Hornets.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. Breaks loose. He'll be stopped a couple of yards short. Needed to get it to the 35, but they'll spot it at the 33, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 42. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Wilkins. He'll take the deep shot. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Making the adjustment. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Hornets come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And back to the air on second down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Hornets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. Grabs it, and he will score! Touchdown, Hornets! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Give to the back. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with the home team, taking on the BYU Cougars. And it's the home squad trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Here are now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Mountaineers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Checking in with the Hornets head coach at the half. He is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on the vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air, it's Wilkins. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going deep. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Holds on, it's Rivero. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Got it, looking for the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw one first. Took a shot as he threw. Just got rid of that one.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Catch in the middle. It's Ware. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
And you got to imagine at halftime, there were some words being thrown around. Obviously, guys, we can't throw around those words in the booth right here. But coming out in this second half, like no points in the first half and putting a drive together, that's what this offense needed. A lot more energy, a lot more emotion.
Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And I know it's easy up here in the booth, right, guys? Like, make that catch, right? Get on the scoreboard. Haven't scored yet with this offense. You want him to make that play, but a nice job by the defense, man. Getting there on time, not letting him wrap that football up. That's a great job breaking on the football with good time.
Gonna look downfield again. Look out. And he gets it away.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Number 99, set to advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, down on the home team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra. But what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Working the ground game. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Second and long here. Caught in the backfield. It's Rivero. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Ollie, what do you have?
Hey, guys, checking in from the home team sidelines. Players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating. Keep eating. Came off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, he's taking the shot. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Off play action on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
Long way to go on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Back's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Man, you've got to love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big third down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Makes a catch. Going for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. If this offense wants to stay in this game, they have to punch it in on this drive. It's third and goal. Got his man. Touchdown, Mountaineers. A great catch and run for 6. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard. Not much on that kick return. The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Caught. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Fresh set of downs going up top. He makes the catch. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Hornets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Finished a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Out wide right, it's Rivero. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They want to throw it. Extending the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got it, and he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Got his man on the right. Powers through the defender. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Mountaineers want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work. This final quarter. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it to him again. They put the brakes on him. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, I'm here on the Mountaineers sideline. I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. It's complete on the right side. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
They're all over him. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on 1st down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Under pressure. Touchdown, Mountaineers! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. 1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. The give. Knocked down immediately. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Hand off to the lone back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Drives inside. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Shoots it to the left. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride him again. Runs through a tackle. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Hornets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Keeps it on the ground. Headed to the end zone. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
And the extra point was good. And he's coming out of the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Rush is on. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Look out! And they got it. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
This has been